Next week on Days of Our Lives.
Order!
Welcome back to the Days. Today we will dive into the chilling mystery surrounding Stefano Di Mera's ghostly return, and how his vengeful spirit is haunting Salem, possessing innocent souls to unleash chaos. In the shadowy underbelly of Salem, whispers of the supernatural have long been part of the town's lore, but nothing compares to the recent eerie developments involving the legendary Phoenix himself, Stefano Di Mera. Though officially declared dead years ago after a dramatic confrontation that left his empire in ruins, Stefano's essence refuses to fade into oblivion. Sources close to the storyline reveal that his ghost has been spotted drifting through the fog-shrouded streets, drawn back by unfinished business with his fractured family. This spectral force isn't content with mere apparitions. It has the terrifying ability to possess anyone nearby, bending their will to his malevolent desires. Imagine the horror of waking up in your own body, only to realize an ancient evil is pulling the strings, forcing actions you'd never dream of committing. Stefano's spirit, fueled by decades of grudges and unquenched ambition, selects vessels with precision, targeting those with Di Mera blood or close ties to exploit vulnerabilities and sow discord. New leaks suggest he's been experimenting with possessions, starting small, like influencing minor decisions in boardroom meetings at Di Mera Enterprises, before escalating to more sinister deeds, leaving victims disoriented and questioning their sanity. At the heart of this supernatural storm is young Rachel Black, the precocious granddaughter of Stefano and daughter of the cunning Kristen Di Mera. Rachel, already known for her sharp wit and occasional bouts of mischief that echo her family's dark legacy, has become the unwitting host for Stefano's restless ghost. According to insider spoilers, the possession began subtly during a stormy night at the Di Mera mansion, where Rachel was alone in the grand library, mesmerized by an old family portrait of Stefano that seemed to glow unnaturally. His spirit, sensing her impressionable mind and latent psychic sensitivities, perhaps inherited from her grandmother's side, slipped into her consciousness like a thief in the night. Invented elements from production notes hint at vivid hallucinations Rachel experiences. Whispers of Stefano's voice echoing Italian proverbs in her ears, urging her to protect the family honor at all costs. This isn't just random haunting. Stefano's ghost has a clear agenda, using Rachel as a pawn in his eternal game of revenge. The possession amplifies her existing anxieties, turning innocent fears into compulsive actions. And it's this dark influence that allegedly drove her to commit the unthinkable, shooting her uncle E.J. Di Mera in a moment of possessed rage. Rachel's courtroom anxiety has become a focal point in the unfolding drama, amplified by the supernatural forces at play. As she prepares to testify in the high-stakes trial involving Johnny Di Mera, her cousin, Rachel's nerves are frayed to the breaking point. Spoilers indicate she's terrified that her words could send Johnny to prison for a crime he didn't commit, but the real turmoil stems from the ghostly puppeteer inside her. During rehearsals for her testimony, Rachel has been seen fidgeting uncontrollably, her eyes darting as if hearing voices only she can perceive. New details added to the script suggest she sketches cryptic phoenix symbols on her notebooks, a subconscious nod to Stefano's emblem, while complaining of headaches that coincide with flashes of memories not her own, visions of past Di Mera betrayals. Her reluctance to return to the Di Mera mansion isn't just childish whim. It's a desperate attempt to escape the portrait gallery where Stefano's image looms largest, potentially strengthening his hold. Leaks propose that Stefano's spirit feeds off the mansion's dark energy, built on secrets and scandals, making it a hotspot for possessions. This avoidance extends to her interactions. Rachel has been steering clear of family gatherings, perhaps because Stefano's influence pushes her toward isolating herself, allowing him freer rein to plot. The supernatural undercurrents don't stop with Rachel's possession. They ripple out, affecting key players like Susan Banks, whose enhanced psychic abilities make her a natural detector of otherworldly presences. Susan, with her quirky yet uncanny intuition, has been experiencing vivid premonitions of a fiery bird circling the Di Mera estate, a clear metaphor for Stefano's phoenix-like return. In one invented scene from upcoming episodes, Susan confronts Rachel during a seemingly innocent tea party, only to feel a chilling aura emanating from the child, as if Stefano's essence is peering out through her eyes. This ties into Rachel's budding psychic talents, reminiscent of classic horror tropes where children act as conduits for the dead. Remember how Rachel eerily predicted her grandfather John Black's near-death experience? Spoilers expand on this, suggesting Stefano's possession is awakening dormant powers in her, allowing glimpses of future events but at the cost of her mental stability. Susan's investigations could lead to a dramatic revelation, where she performs an impromptu seance to communicate with the spirit, uncovering Stefano's motives. He's disappointed in EJ's softened edges, viewing him as a weak link who strays from the ruthless DiMera code by prioritizing love and alliances over domination. Delving deeper into Stefano's reasons for targeting EJ through Rachel, the ghost's vendetta stems from a profound sense of betrayal. Stefano, in life, molded EJ into his image, expecting him to carry the torch of family supremacy with unyielding ferocity. But EJ's recent choices, focusing on personal relationships and even showing mercy to rivals, have enraged the spectral patriarch. Using Rachel as his instrument, Stefano orchestrated the shooting not just as punishment, but as a wake-up call to force EJ back into the fold. Invented plot twists reveal that during the possession, Rachel's body moved like a marionette, grabbing a hidden gun from the mansion's secret compartments, a nod to Stefano's old hiding spots, and firing with precision she couldn't possibly possess naturally. Post-incident, Rachel's blackouts and nightmares, screaming phrases like, "The Phoenix rises," point to fragmented memories of the event, where Stefano's control overrides her own will. This possession mechanic draws from Salem's history of demonic influences, but Stefano's is uniquely personal, blending familial loyalty with ghostly manipulation, making it harder for characters to dismiss as mere coincidence. Amid this turmoil, Kristen DiMera emerges as the ultimate protector, willing to sacrifice everything for her daughter. Behind-the-scenes photos show Kristen donning prison garb once more, hinting at her plan to take the blame for the shooting. In a heart-wrenching twist, Kristen discovers faint signs of possession, perhaps Rachel muttering in Stefano's voice during sleep, and realizes she must shield her from both legal repercussions and supernatural scrutiny. Spoilers suggest Kristen confronts the ghost in a private ritual, bargaining with her father's spirit to release Rachel in exchange for her own freedom. This maternal heroism contrasts with Kristen's villainous past, adding layers to her character as she navigates prison life in Statesville, all while plotting a comeback. The storyline questions whether authorities like Jada Hunter can prosecute a ghost, leading to humorous yet tense scenes where Kristen quips about arresting apparitions to deflect suspicion. Ultimately, this arc ties into broader Salem themes of legacy and redemption, with Rachel's possession serving as a catalyst for family reunions and exorcism-like confrontations. As the plot thickens, Stefano's wandering ghost promises more possessions, potentially targeting figures like Chad DiMera or even Marlena Evans, whose past entanglements with Stefano make her a prime candidate. Marlena's recent nightmares, filled with Phoenix imagery and Stefano's laughter, could be bleed over from Rachel's proximity, as the spirit jumps between hosts during vulnerable moments. Invented elements include a town-wide blackout where multiple residents report lost time, hinting at brief possessions that advance Stefano's agenda subtly. Fans are buzzing about potential crossovers with Salem's psychic underbelly, like Susan teaming up with Marlena for a spirit-banishing ceremony. This supernatural saga not only revives Stefano's iconic menace, but also explores how his influence corrupts the next generation, forcing characters to confront their darkest inheritances. Stay tuned to Days of Our Lives for more twists, as the ghost of Stefano continues to weave his web of control over Salem's unsuspecting souls.